Good morning, children. Nice to see you back from physics lab. So, the topic that we are going to see today is thermal expansion. Okay, thermal expansion. You can see it on the board. Thermal expansion. Now, let's try to understand this term first. Okay, expansion you all know? Yeah, increase in size. Expansion is increasing in size is called expansion. Now that expansion can be due to anything. Like if a rubber band, you take a rubber band, if I apply a force, it can expand. If I take a spring, if I apply a force in the outward direction, then also it can expand. Now here we are talking about expansion due to heating. Okay, remember like this, thermal expansion is expansion due to heating. When any substance is heated, it also undergoes some expansion. That is called thermal expansion. Okay, so underline this. This is the definition. Thermal expansion means increase in size of a substance on heating. Increase in the size of a substance on heating. Okay, so right here define thermal expansion. This is the answer. Then thermal expansion can happen in solids, liquids and gases. Okay, so we are going to see separately for solids, liquids and gases. First, we are going to see what happens in the case of solids. Now, thermal expansion in solids is very small. When you compare it with solid, liquid, gas, solids expand very less. Okay, now there are four significant properties of thermal expansion of solids, okay, which you can mark it. First point, so I want you to take the heading as properties of thermal expansion. Okay, here you write properties of. Okay, the first property, underline this, on heating solids expand in all directions. Okay, a solid can expand in all directions. That means if it has length, breadth and height, then it can expand in all directions. That's the meaning of that. And then second point, thermal expansion of solids is small. Okay, I want you to note this. The second property of thermal expansion in solids is it is small. And the third one is this one. When equal length of different solids are heated equally, they expand differently. Okay, when equal length of different solids. For example, this is called a bimetallic strip. Bimetallic strip means this is a strip made of two metals. Okay, one side is copper, other side is iron. Okay, this is iron and this is copper. Now, if I heat this, okay, if I heat this, now because these two are different material, they will expand differently. One will expand more than the other. Okay, so what will happen is, when I heat it, okay, so I'll keep a flame like this and I keep it constantly, so they'll start expanding. The size starts increasing. Copper expands. You know, copper is a very good conductor of heat, so it expands much faster than iron. So what will happen is, this which is straight, once you start heating, it will start bending like this. What does it show? This means this is because this has expanded more. The outside one has expanded more than the inside, so it automatically bent because they both are riveted together. They cannot be separated. So this ends up bending. The one that is outside will have more length. So copper expands more, so it will bend like this with copper outside and iron inside. Okay, so this is a simple experiment that shows that different metals, same length, same, everything is same, but still the expansion is different in different metals. Okay, like this every metal will expand differently. Okay, so That is the property. This is bimetallic strip. This is used in any heating device. Heating device means an oven. Okay, you take a OTG oven or a press box, a geyser. They all you would have seen iron box. Once it reaches a particular temperature, automatically it switches off. You would have seen iron box and all. You keep it on, it gets heated and automatically it switches off. Okay, that has a bimetallic strip inside. Okay, how we will study later, but now you should understand this. That is enough. Okay, so the third property, I hope you marked this. When equal length of different solids are heated equally, they expand differently. Okay, they are heated equally but they expand differently. Okay, so this activity you can just read through it, you don't have to memorize anything. Then come to the fourth property. Thermal expansion of solid depends on three factors. When we talk about thermal expansion, it depends on three factors. What are they? Original dimension of the solid. Okay, the expansion of this will depend on original dimension. Dimensions means length, breadth, and if it has a thickness, then length, breadth and height. So these are called the dimensions. So that is one factor. Second, rise in temperature. Okay, how much I heat it. From 0 degree, if I heat it to 50 degree, it might expand more. But if I heat it to 10 degree only, then it will expand less. So rise in temperature, how much temperature I increase. And the third one, nature of solid. Nature of solid, whether it is a solid, liquid or nature of solid, it is so the fourth point, have you all marked? The thermal expansion of solid depends on three factors: original dimension of the solid, rise in temperature, and third one, nature of solid material. Okay, so if I ask you what are the four properties of, then you will write all this, and this can be asked as a separate question also. What are the three factors on which thermal expansion of a solid depends? Three factors on which thermal expansion of a solid depends. Then you will write all these three factors. I hope you are clear with this, children. Okay. The next topic is explanation of thermal expansion on the basis of molecular motion. Okay, so the question can be explain thermal expansion on the basis of molecular motion. Now, why does a solid expand? How does it expand? What happens? So when you're heating it, okay, so a solid, you know, has closely packed molecules and they are normally vibrating. You know that they are generally vibrating. Okay, normally they'll be vibrating above their mean position. They won't move from anywhere, move from their position, but they'll just vibrate up and down. Now, when you heat it, these molecules will all get more energy. So they will start vibrating much faster. Basically, their kinetic energy will increase, and so they start vibrating much faster. So what happens? The space between, okay, because they start vibrating, it will almost hit this one and it will go afar. So the space will increase. So that's how the intermolecular space increases, and finally this might expand a little bit. When you heat it, it might expand a little bit. Okay, this is what happens. So what you have to write, if they ask you explain thermal expansion on basis of molecular motion, the answer starts from here. When a solid is heated, I want you to write it as points. The previous one, many of you had not written as points. Please make sure you write it as points. When a solid is heated, its temperature rises, and so the vibrational kinetic energy of the molecules increases. That's the first point. Okay. Then you can cut off this part. Okay. Otherwise, the second point becomes very lengthy. So you cut it off. Start from here. This leads to increase in intermolecular space because their kinetic energy is increased. It increases the intermolecular separation between neighboring molecules, and so the solid expands in all direction. I hope it's clear, children. So these are the 2 points that you will write for this. Now we go to the next topic, kinds of thermal expansion. Okay, there are 3 kinds of thermal expansion. There are 3 kinds of thermal expansion. First is called linear expansion. Second, superficial expansion. And the third is called volume expansion. Linear expansion, superficial expansion and volume expansion. Okay, now let's try to understand it. Linear expansion means expansion lengthwise. If the expansion takes place lengthwise, then it's called linear expansion. Superficial means if the expansion happens in area wise, okay, then it is called superficial expansion. Volume, you understand, right? If it is expansion takes place in all 3 dimensions. Now, when I say linear, the expansion will take place only in 1 dimension. This expansion will take place in 2 dimension, length and breadth. Now, when I say volume expansion, it takes place in 3 direction, length, breadth and height. All 3 will increase. Is it clear, children? I'll tell you with examples, then you will understand. Now, take example of this one. It's a thin wire, okay, very thin wire. Now, if I heat this, it will expand. Yeah, it is going to expand. Now, this, because it is very thin, the only expansion that will be visible is lengthwise. Okay, so it would have increased, its length would have increased definitely. Only its length will increase. The other dimension, its diameter or radius, but because that is so small, you cannot make it. Okay, maybe initially it was 20 centimeter, and when I heated it, it became 22 centimeter. Okay, it's the length, expansion along lengthwise only can be seen visibly. So this is called linear expansion. Okay, so this linear expansion happens only in very thin wires and rods. Okay, now let's see the definition. What is linear expansion? It is if a given solid is in the form of a rod or a wire, then on heating its length increases and the thermal expansion is called linear expansion. Is it clear? Only the length will increase, therefore it's called linear expansion. Okay, and the second point that you should know is the amount of linear expansion depends on, okay, how much will it expand? What are the factors that affects the thermal expansion? If you remember the 3 factors we had, here we said original dimension, rise in temperature, nature of solid. Now here, because it is linear, you will say original length. The first factor is original length, second factor is rise in temperature, and third factor nature of solid material. Same things like this, children, but in dimensions alone, here you will write specifically length. Okay, so this is the thing, and you can note it occurs only in solids. Okay, now you can cut off this portion. Okay, so it's actually not in the syllabus, it's all extra, so you can cut off. Okay, till this table also you can cut off. Okay, straight away come to the second type of expansion, that is area expansion or superficial expansion. Area expansion, the other name is superficial expansion. Now when does that happen? Suppose you take a thin metal sheet like this. It's a thin metal sheet. Okay, it's a scale basically, but it's a thin metal sheet. It has a length, there is a length and there is a breadth, but the thickness is very less. Okay, so the height is negligible, I can say. So what are the 2 dimensions that are visible or clear or significant length and breadth. Okay, so this kind of things are called two-dimension devices. Okay, there are two dimensions, length and breadth. Okay, this is single dimension because there is only one straight line here. Only this is dimension, means this direction only it is visible. So this is called single dimension. Whereas this has length and a breadth, so it's called two dimension. Now when such a material is heated, there will be expansion lengthwise as well as breadthwise. The expansion will happen lengthwise, also breadthwise. So we can say together the area increases. The area increases. So that's why it's called superficial or area expansion. Now look at the definition now. Okay, define superficial expansion, or what is superficial expansion? The answer will be, if the given solid is in the form of a thin sheet, then on heating its surface area increases. Its area increases, means both length and breadth will increase, and the thermal expansion is called area expansion. Okay. Okay, this happens in thin sheet. Okay, if solids like thin sheet, if you heat it, expansion will take place both lengthwise and breadthwise or area wise. That's called as area expansion or superficial expansion. The second point that you should know is amount of expansion, amount of area expansion will depend on area of original area. Okay, here in dimension generally we wrote dimension. For linear expansion we wrote length, original length. For area expansion you will write original area, rise in temperature. These two are same, and nature of the substance. Okay, so this is made of iron. This may expand differently. Same dimension, I take a copper rod, that might expand differently. Okay, so nature of material also affects the how much it expands. Okay, again it occurs only in solids. Superficial expansion is also possible only in solids. Again, you can cut off this mathematically, this part. Okay, so from this you can just strike it off, and yeah, so come to the third one now, volume expansion. Third one is volume expansion. Now, whenever a substance like this is taken, now this is a three-dimensional subject, three-dimensional object. Okay, length, it has length, breadth and height. Length, breadth, and height. Okay, so when any such material is heated, it will expand in all three dimensions. Okay, it will expand lengthwise, breadthwise and the depthwise also. Okay, lengthwise, breadthwise and the depthwise. So all three dimensions means it will expand in all three directions. So that is called volume expansion. That is called volume expansion. Now look at the definition. Come to the definition. Third one, what is volume expansion? When a bulk solid like a cuboid, so you know this is a cube. Okay, so it should be a three-dimensional thing. Okay, these are three-dimensional objects. Cube, cuboid, sphere, cylinder is heated. Its volume will increase. Volume means it involves length, breadth and height, both, all the three. And thermal expansion is called volume expansion. Its entire volume will increase. So that is called volume expansion. Second point, what are the factors affecting the volume expansion? First, original volume. Second, rise in temperature. And third, nature of the material. Nature of the material. And the significant difference is it occurs in solids, liquids and gases. Volume expansion is possible in solids, liquids and gases. You can understand very well. In this kind of a thing, I can't hold a liquid. Okay. Same way, in a kind of a thin plate, again I can't hold a liquid. So, to hold a liquid, I need a three-dimensional thing like this, means it should be hollow. So liquids and gases can undergo only volume expansion because they take the shape of the container. Hope you have understood this concept clearly. Linear, superficial and volume expansion. Okay, linear expansion is lengthwise, superficial is area wise, and volume expansion means all the three dimensions will increase. So these are the various types of expansions.